I don't even know if this is working. My internet shut out, I guess, but I don't know how this works. It looks like I'm live again. Whatever. So I guess that'll be in 2 different videos, maybe? I don't know. Weird. I used to do that shit all the time, but... Anyway, we're back. Weird. I'm getting DDoSed by Winry. There we go. Saying I'm live again. See, like, this shit is so mindless. Whenever people complain about this, I'm like, yeah, haha, Pokemon fans don't like playing their own game. Oh my god, really? And it's like, kinda, yeah. If you have to do this shit, if I have to play 1,000 battles that are just sort of mindless, I'm just one-shotting everything. You know, like, yeah, I don't like playing my own game if it's this. It sucks. The battling is fun. I like the battling. I think I might have complained about this on my last stream too, but whatever. But I like the battling. It's just, oh my god, come on. I did just switch to Rock Blast. I think that might have been a bad idea. Rock Blast was good online, kind of. But I think Rock Slide's ultimately going to be the better one. Whatever, we'll see. Oh, nobody. Like, see, I'm not about to do the math or anything, but it really feels like getting 1,000 battles, especially since you end the main game at around 500. I ended it a little lower than 500, so that means you need to do twice as much battles as you did in the main game to get the shiny charm, which is just fucking bonkers, especially since Game Freak fucking knows that a lot of people played these games to shiny on at the end of the day, you know? It's their fault for making them as easy to get as they have, admittedly, but still, it's absurd to me. 1,000 battles. It's like, come on, bro. Come on. I needed to buy max motions instead, but I went for hyper potions. Whoa. Miss Gray, thanks for the follow. I appreciate that. How are you? I don't know if you're in chat or not, but thanks for the follow nonetheless. I appreciate it. Boom. Mew Mew. How are you? Oh, here we go. Howdy Muty. Do you like mewing or something? Oh, fuck. I'm great. You wouldn't happen to be an artist who wants to peddle your art, would you? I've already gotten one of those tonight. That's all I'm asking. But either way, I don't want to alienate new people, so how are you? Oh, shit. Boom. Boom. I wish I remember the name we had for people that just show up. I always forget it. It's just, it's some female name. I don't remember what it is, but we'd always talk about them in that way. Don't remember what it was, though. But it's a bad way to sell your art, is all I'm saying. Nobody ever will agree to that. Apologies if you're not that, Miss Gray. I appreciate you showing up and following and stuff. Fuck! Yeah, get him before he digs. Haha, bitch. I kind of forget Gallade has a Mega. Cause sometimes these guys in here without 3 Pokemon, they don't have a Mega as their 3rd Mon, which is weird. Like half the time I see one and I'm like, oh shit, does that guy have a Mega? And no, it's just sometimes they don't. Like this might be one. This is a Fairy type trainer. So usually that would be the 2nd one. Or 3rd one, rather. No Mega Slurpuff. See? There's one. It knows fucking Sticky Web. I guess it makes sense. It's like a sugar Pokemon. It's not a web like a spider. It's a web like a bunch of sticky bullshit. I guess is the logic there, right? Oh. Oh, how did she see me? Fuck you. Miss Gray went quiet after I talked about that stuff. See, that's another thing, is I don't want to accuse anybody of being a fuck, I almost remember the name. Angela. It's an Angela. That's the fucking name. God damn it. Angela. I don't want to accuse anybody of being an Angela, because I would gladly take in any new viewers, you know. I want to be nice and welcoming to them. But there's a lot of tells. It's very obvious whenever it's an Angela. But even then, it's like maybe somebody's just really nice and ready to be a fan. I don't know. I don't think it's true, but you know, I want to be nice. I want to be nice. So I'll be nice to anybody that has anything like that to go. Looks like Miss Gray might have been one. But you know, I don't want to be mean to anybody just because I think they might be an Angela. I'm gonna become like some paranoid freak that thinks anybody who comes into my stream is trying to sell me stuff. You know? Like the old-timey like old lady that walks outside with a shotgun. That's like, what are you trying to? I'm not buying. And she has like a fucking blunderbuss. You know? She's like, I'm not buying. Whatever you're selling, I'm not buying. And you're like, no, sorry, listen, ma'am. Actually, the house next door is on fire. You know? I don't want to be that old lady. I don't want to be that old man. So I will accept anybody who comes in until it's obviously something else. Unfortunately, it's an unfortunate thing to be 100% honest, but like that, I said like, hey, maybe I should apply my thing to people from now on. I'll just be like, I'll ignore every single thing of them trying to elicit a a purchase of art, and I'll just talk to them like they're a normal person. We'll see. Oh, I forgot they're a fairy. Are they a fairy? Are they normal fairy? I mean, out of all the fucking megas that I'd never see or never use, Audino is definitely one of them. Like, one of the big ones. I've never used Mega Audino. Where's Audino? It's normal fairy. Okay, that makes sense. You know, I would have imagined that they were fairy already. But I guess that, you know, they're supposed to be like the Chansey. Which Chansey is also one of those where it's like, are they a fairy? No, they're not a fairy. They're normal type. If Blissey was normal type, I mean fairy type, I have a feeling we'd be looking at a very different metagame. I don't know how it would look, but it probably wouldn't be pretty. Although maybe, you know, maybe it would be easier to kill them because then they have 2 weaknesses instead of 1, and also it's like pretty common types. Well, maybe not. Fighting is a lot more common than steel and poison, so maybe not. But still, nonetheless. All right, we're going to the next one. I was wondering how people were getting like fucking 72 battles in one night, and I'm still not quite there. I've gotten like 35. I think 37 or something is my record. No idea how people are getting 70. Oh, fuck. He saw me. Look at that. That close combat barely does anything. I mean, yeah, he's only level 59, but still. I also wonder how many of these characters who show up, their follow sticks. I doubt many. I mean, I know if you block them. I was trying not to block these guys. Maybe I'll just have 2 extra followers. I don't know. But I'm trying to get to 100 followers, so... Oh, I've not seen a Mega... No, I have seen a Mega Kangaskhan. Never mind. Mega Kangaskhan used to be the fucking GOAT back in Gen 6. I vaguely remember it. It was overpowered as fuck. What is their theme? Are they like woman-like characters? Kangaskhan and Gardevoir? Pidgeot? I don't think Pidgeot is necessarily woman-coded. I like that though. I like how the characters aren't like just like Bug Trainer or like Swimmer or, you know, Bug Catcher, fucking that sort of thing. They have like a lot of the time they have like an actual good little balance. They just have random guys, which, you know, is more realistic in a lot of ways. I always thought it was like in universe sort of thing. I was thinking of like, well, if you're like a ghost trainer, for example, like this, you're just more used to like the behavioral biology of a ghost type Pokemon. So like you're more used to, so it's easier to take care of them because you're more used to it, right? Like they all eat the same thing, or they eat similar things, for example, right? They're like easier to take care of, I guess. Is there actually shit down there? I wonder if, oh my god, there are actually trainers down here. So like that was sort of my headcanon for why most Pokemon trainers just have one type. But I think there might not be a need for that sort of headcanon anymore. Because I feel like they're getting to the point where there's a lot of trainers that just have whatever. Because remember back in the day, ace trainers were like the only Pokemon trainers that had other types that weren't the one type that they're used to. Ace trainers are like the one guy, and that's why they were ace trainers, right? Because they were like you as the player character. They were just a trainer that's really good at training, so they were able to, you know, ignore the norms kind of thing. But yeah, I think he might pass that at this point. Oh my god. Oh, and also, like, you know, Elite Four members and trainers and champions and stuff. But you know, most of that was just because there weren't enough Pokemon to make sense of it. Like Lance having a bunch of Dragonites and Gyarados and stuff. Oh, come on. This is why I switched out Rock Slide, because Rock Slide can miss really fucking easy. Like that. Like that. It just missed. It just missed a bunch. It sucks. I'm gonna switch back to Rock Blast. But Rock Blast seems to like train them and like wait until their fate they stop and then it goes after them. Rare candies. Oh, nice. It's way more useful than what I usually get. Yeah, I'm switching his move. I'm going back to Rock Blast. It sucks in game because oh, nice. Because the first rock starts the battle. So that kind of sucks, but in battle it seems to. Oh, look at that. That was a nice dodge. Or Rock Blast, you shoot him so rapidly that it seems more reasonable to me. I'm gonna get at least 25. Let's see, like, how long have I been playing? Like, fucking an hour, and I've gotten 25 battles. Well, admittedly, most of it wasn't playing this part, but still. Like, look, oh, we're already there. I'm not gonna make it. I'm not even gonna make it. I'm gonna get 24 and like it. So we're not gonna get 2.5. I think we're gonna get. No, I think it is. No, I think it's just 2.0. Go 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 go. Go go go. Ah, fuck! See, I was so close. Most I've gotten is like 36 or something. $2.5. But I have the thing, so I can go. So now we're gonna go heal. We're gonna go gather some more Mega Shards. This is like the loop now. The gameplay loop. I did have sort of an issue with it going from like W to K or whatever it was. That was pretty stupid. But I still have a problem with it in a way, because I'm like, why the fuck would the name of the fucking game is Z2A, basically. It's ZA, but it's like Z2A, Z-A, right? So like, why would you skip half the fucking letters? Like more than half of the letters? It's like, that's stupid, but I understand like wanting to keep the formula fresh and all that. Like, I understand that. So I have less of an issue with it. It's more, I have less of an issue with the like concept of it, but the practice of it, I still have an issue with because it's very stupid. It's very stupid that they would do it like that. Like, why would it be Z to A if you're not gonna actually do Z to A? I remember them mentioning that, and I was like, what do you mean? Like, we can go up to K? I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? I was like, that's stupid. And I thought it was like a joke or something, like, you know, like an exaggerative thing. Like, oh, you're so good, you can go up to level K from here. I was like, okay. But then I beat the guy, and then it was, next thing I knew, I actually went up to K. And I was like, what the fuck is going on here? So I don't like that. But I understand the want to switch around the gameplay loop. And that works. That works. I like that. I'm glad they did it too, because the game's a lot more interesting doing it that way. But you still are unable to escape the initial stupidity of that being a thing. Like, it's still dumb. Oh, also, I have a bit of shiny Pokemon updates, I think. Oh, that's why he never does it, because he's stuck up there. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. God, I'm so glad you can look at your Pokemon screen now. Or your box screen. So, all these guys were gotten basically legitimately, and him. I got him, like, way early on. I don't even remember. I need to go back and look at how fast I got him, but all these guys were admittedly gotten with the AFK method. I just wanted to try it, see what was going on. I'm not going to indulge in it too much because there's not really any shinies there that I necessarily want, but I have 3 fletchlings, or Talonflame Lions. I got all these guys, all 5 of these guys from earlier. I was watching TV and doing other stuff and working on stuff, and I just let my thing do its thing, and I got these 5 guys. But I do like shiny Florges quite a lot. Florges was one of my she was like my ace in X and Y. So I like the pink and the purple and the yellow and the cyan. Very cool color palette, very unique. I like that. And I also like how Vivian is like white. That's cool. That's unique. I don't like how the wings are like exactly the same though. Oh, also Litleo. I do like that it has like the worst mega. Halloween. Oh, Jesus Christ. I forgot I added that. I forget I added that every time somebody does a hey Ampy. What the fuck? That freaked me out. But yeah, this motherfucker has like the worst color palette or the worst design of any new mega. But I love his shiny. It's very cute. Why are your cameras so small? I don't know. I think I made it smaller the other day. Maybe that's what it is. Have you been shiny farming? I was a little bit, yeah. That's what I was saying. I have these 5 guys because I was doing like the away from keyboard method. But they're not the ones I actually wanted. I haven't actually shiny farmed for one that I wanted and succeeded. These are all just random ones, which is fine too. I mean, I like them. I like this Pinsir a lot. I love purple, like lavender Pinsir. It's very cute. And his mega looks dope as hell. I love him. And also this guy. I got him at zone 20 and I love him. That design is crazy. Look, it's very cool. And he got a mega too, and it keeps his shiny colors. So I like the cadet blue and purple and green and yellow. That's very cool. But other than that, I have basically failed at doing any sort of actual shiny farming. I've done like the teleport to the same place a million times. No luck there. No luck there. I've only gotten just random guys. Which, you know, that's sort of, you know, maintains the spirit of shiny hunting a little better anyway. or at least shinies as a concept, because it's just like whatever random stuff you run into. So I don't mind that at all. It's just there's a couple shinies I actually want to get. I want to get like the shiny starters, you know. There's one where you go up and down the stairs. Yeah, that's exactly. That's how I got all these guys. I hadn't tried it yet until just earlier today, and I started it, and that's where I got all 5 of these guys. I was sort of hoping for a Pikachu or an Esper, a shiny Pikachu or Esper. That's the only AFK one that I know of that doesn't require a turbo controller. But also, you know, I'm not about to throw shade to people that do it that way, but it's also like, you know, the AFK stuff sort of defeats the purpose of shiny hunting at least a little bit. You know, running around and doing things mindlessly is sort of part of the spirit of shiny hunting. You know what I mean? It's like almost inherently a time-wasting bullshit thing you have to do just to get a thing that you want. You know? Like in Legends Arceus, which again I still do like that one a lot more. You know, you had to like seek out the raids or the raids of Pokemon. And you had to go chase them down. You had to catch like 40 Pokemon in a row to raise your chances. And then sometimes you wouldn't even get it anyway. And the raids were random, so it could just be like any random guy, even if you didn't like it. But you're like, ooh, maybe, you know what? That shiny is kind of cool. I'm gonna go do that one. You know? And there's nothing like that in this game. It's just pure, random, full odds bullshit. Which is not as fun, admittedly, in general. Because, like, what is the alternative? This is... I did this for a while. For, like, 30 minutes. Look. You just do this. But you have to sit there and do it. And I'm like... Who the fuck is going to sit there and do that? I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Maybe I'll do that on stream at some point. For, like, you know, shiny hunting streams. But I don't want to sit there and fucking... hit 3 buttons for hours on end. You know, that's not as fun. Anyway, MP, did you get this game? I know you were interested in it, weren't you? I'm gonna go get all this stuff while I'm here, by the way. I like how you already know all the shiny hunting methods, or at least the main one that everybody knows. Oh. I gotta pee. I gotta pee soon. Alright, yeah. It's so, like, rare that you hear your own character's voice, but sometimes it just happens. He has, like, 3 voice lines. It's weird. Yes, I play for about 3 to 4 hours on Sunday after I recover my night. I'm gonna throw some hours. Oh, nice. After you recover from your night, did you have a crazy night or something? That's what it sounds like. That's cool. Yeah. Are you streaming it? Maybe I'll check in. Maybe I'll pull up the stream tonight or today. If you're streaming it, obviously. I'll always like to watch a Pokemon stream over any other stream just because I love Pokemon, and I'll yap in the chat. Probably stream everything for 3 hours. Okay. Yeah, I'll hell yeah, I'll definitely be there then, bro. If you're streaming it, I'll be there. 3 hours. I'll do that. You know how I was waxing poetic about how I got my sleep schedule back on track, but as soon as this game came out, it was just fucked again. It's fucked. I'm not only is it like fucked normal style, it's fucked like it's completely reversed again. I've been sleeping all day and only being awake at night. So so I'll be there, I guess, is my ultimate point. What starter did you choose? He's your fave? Is he your fave like in the game, or is he like your fave in general? Because I understand that. I was going to pick Totodile, but I didn't like his Mega quite as much as I had hoped. All time. Oh, hell yeah. That's awesome. He's one of my favorites of all time, too. But, you know, my boy Embor, I picked Embor because he was my boy in Gen 5, and he had not gotten a lot of love, like at all, and everybody hated him. But he has a really dope Mega, so I had to pick him. You know, I don't know if you've seen his Mega, but he's very cool. Like, look at this guy. He's got a big cool stat. Look how, you know, look at this guy. In fact, maybe I should. Let's see. All time, I have a tattoo. That lady's in the way. No, I kind of like the lady there. I know she's not gonna be in the way. It's gonna be like in the middle of the thing. So I think we're good. You have a tattoo. I think you showed me that actually, or I've seen it before or something. Or maybe I'm just thinking of somebody else with a Totodile tattoo. But I do remember that being a thing. Gonna do that. Happy. Oh, that still counts. That's bullshit. That's bullshit, bro. It still goes down like that if. Oh my god. Isn't that bullshit? He's not even my boy anyway. Look, I have like a weird one where I'm like, oh fuck, what the hell? Tutorial song. I know, bro. I know. Isn't that so stupid? Like, I know it's Pokemon, it's like a kid's game, but like, first of all, these games, the Legends games, are supposed to be sort of like the, not more adult ones, but like the more like, you know, I don't know how to explain it. They're just the different ones than the mainline games, which should let you know that like, they need to let go of the fact that every Pokemon game is going to be somebody's first, right? Because that's what the main games are for. These games are for the fans that have played at least one fucking Pokemon game, right? But they just won't let it happen. I will say I'm not as happy with this as Arceus. You know, do you know how refreshing that is to me? Because I have heard 1,000,005 people say that this defeats Arceus in every single possible way. This game does everything that Arceus does better. And I'm like, this game isn't even comparable to Arceus. Not only like quality wise, right? But it's a completely different fucking game. This game is not really even that much like Arceus at all. Arceus is all about running around and catching Pokemon. This game is not about that. You know what I mean? Like, this game's about battling, which Arceus barely had any battling in it. And it was my favorite. I love Pokemon battling, don't get me wrong. It's great. But Arceus was all about just running around and surviving in the wilderness and catching Pokemon. And I love that. That was my favorite shit in the world. It was so good. I felt like the Arceus has so much more to it. Like, so many wild Pokemon. Yes, the packs, yes. And a lot of like there was all that interesting stuff about like wild Pokemon, right? Like how Mr. Mime would like pull up a barrier and you couldn't throw a Pokeball at him because he had a barrier up. You know, like there was so much more personality in a lot of ways. This game is Detective Pikachu. It does have a lot of similarities for sure. And don't get me wrong, I do like this game for what it is, but it's not. I don't think it's comparable to Arceus at all. I think it's a very different game, first of all. And second of all, it's not nearly as good. You know? I'm just wandering on mindlessly, by the way. Okay, I really have to pee, bro. I'll BRB. I like this game, but it feels like it came out before Arceus. I know exactly what you mean, and you're so right. But you know, it feels like it came out after it in like the character design and the characters like personalities and like the story. All of that is like not the main story, but like the character's individual story, like the character development and stuff. I like all that better in this game, I think, than the design and all that. But I do miss having like a bunch of cool stuff, a bunch of cool like ancient Japan outfits and stuff. Anyway, I'll BRB, I gotta pee. See if that's an Angela, by the way. I've had 2 Angelas tonight. Hi, Miley, Joseph V. I was just ranting earlier, MP, by the way, about how I was like reluctant to talk shit on potential Angelas, you know what I mean? Just because it's like, you know, I like to be nice to everybody, and also like you don't want to just accuse somebody of being an Angela as soon as they show up, right? But anyway, yeah, Miley, are you here to sell art? Yep. I think they might be. If not, then cool. Usually they'll follow instantly and do all that shit. But see, you know, I feel bad about that already, because I'm like, oh, but what if they weren't? What if they're just a nice person trying to watch a stream? You know what I mean? It's hard to reconcile that. Oh, you know, MP, I actually thought of like a decent idea that I don't know how practical it would be, but you know how Angela's want to come into the stream and act like they want to be your buddy and like be like a new follower for you? I think it would be funny to just like act like we normally do, or like I normally do towards them, and as soon as they start bringing up the art stuff, just ignore it completely. Just read all of their messages and reply to those except for those, because then, I mean, at worst, what do you get? A new follower? But if you just ignore all the like, hey, by the way, do you want art? Then you're fine. Then you just ignore all that, but just like act like they're just another viewer, you know what I mean? I'm showering real quick, but I can hear. Okay, yeah. But yeah, I was thinking that earlier because there was an Angela that I had earlier. Also, by the way, I forgot what I forgot the name Angela. I was like, it's been a while since I've actually had one, so I was like, what the fuck is that called? What did we call it? But yeah, I ultimately remembered it. But you know, I was thinking like, they pretend like they want to be part of your community and like part of your stream and all that, So I was like, I'll just pretend like I don't hear the thing they actually want. And I'll just pretend like I'm doing what they are pretending to do, which is be part of the community, or like, you know, just hang out with you in your stream. You know? So I'll just be like, oh yeah, that's cool. Oh yeah, you like Pokemon? That's dope. Anyway, and then they send a message like, oh, by the way, do you want art? And just completely ignore it. Act like it doesn't even exist. Like, don't even ban them. Just be like, yeah, that's cool. And just keep talking about Pokemon. Because the first Angela I got tonight, we literally, you know, obviously you can smell it, right? Like we've streamed long enough to realize when you can just smell that shit on somebody. If they show up and follow you and make you do stuff and all that bullshit. Oh, I just heard a shiny. I just heard a shiny, by the way. I don't know where it is. I have no idea where it is. Hey, hey, cousin. I was just yapping about like 4 things, but I just heard a shiny. I don't know if you heard it. It might be up there. Let's go up there. It might refresh. What if it refreshes, bro? No, it's not an Angela. That's my cousin. No, fuck. What if that refreshed the fucking shiny? I hope it's in Wild Zone 3. Oh god. I hope it didn't do that. That would piss me off. It's because I appeared? Maybe. Have you been playing this? Oh! It's in there, it's in there. Is it a Lilia? Oh, is it an... Okay, we'll see. We'll see, won't we? I need to save again. Is it one of these guys? Is it that? Where the fuck is it? Okay, it's none of these guys. Is it one of these guys? No. Where the fuck? Oh, I bet it's on top of the tower. If it's another motherfucking... Okay, it's not. I was about to say, if it's another Fletchling, I got the game, just haven't really played. Aw, man. Where the fuck was that guy then? It's not here. Is it a Pikachu? I just woke up immediately. How do you give yourself a nosebleed? Did you just get one or did you give yourself one? What does that mean? Ow, fuck. Okay, I have no idea where this thing is. I was talking about Angela. Sorry, I was gonna keep talking. Oh! Oh my god, it's a Pidgey! It's a Pidgey! So my new thing with Angela's is I asked them to send me a business proposal about how their art will help my stream. You know what? That's a good idea too. That's good. Let's get this Pidgey. I didn't have a shiny Pidgey yet. There's a shiny Pidgey. Hell yeah. That's the thing too, is if you like reset and stuff, there's such a big chance of them to just be randoms on the street instead of in the actual wild zone. In fact, I have 2 fucking... Oh, where is it? I have 3 Fletchling / Talonflames, but I actually saw one another time, but I missed it because they run away. So I could have had 4 of them. It's ridiculous. Captain Angela busy for 2 hours. That's awesome. That is... Yeah, that's definitely a lot more of a vindictive way to go about it. But you know, I like whenever they follow me. That's a free follower, you know? Maybe they'll unfollow me eventually, but... Gave myself one. Tiredly wiped my nose because it was dry. Jesus Christ, bro. It definitely doesn't run in the family. I've never had a bloody nose in my life. Well... Except for other reasons. Not from just waking up. Okay, what am I doing? Oh yeah, I need to do more battles. Fuck! because you're adopted, loser. I'm definitely not adopted. I'm definitely not. If you saw my dad as a youngster, you'd know I wasn't. But to be fair, that's not on the same side as my cousin that we're talking about. That's on my mom's side. She's on my mom's side, so... I literally only get them when I wipe my nose just slightly too hard. What? That's crazy, dude. Are you sure you're not doing drugs, cuz? It sounds like you might be doing some drugs. I can't believe I have to do 1,000 fucking battles. It's ridiculous. Nuh-uh. Okay, good. That didn't sound very promising, but I'll trust you. I'll trust you. No, no, don't give me that. What the hell, man? I don't want to think of my little baby cousin doing drugs. Even as a joke. I know. I know you're not. Well, I don't know that, but I was choosing to believe it anyway. I don't remember you getting nosebleeds when we were kids, though. That's why I was like, what the hell? Usually that feels like... I remember I had some friends that had nosebleeds, and it was like, for some reason, like, since they were a kid, they just always would randomly get nosebleeds. You know? But I ain't never seen you get a nosebleed. Kill. Kill. Just started out. Just another thing to add to my list of things. Yeah. You're getting that age, aren't you? You know what? That makes sense. What are you, like, 24, 25? How old are you again? Never mind. I don't want to be too personal on stream. But you're getting to that age, is what I mean, where shit just starts happening. 23. Wait, are you? What the fuck? I'm bad at ages, bro. I can barely remember my fucking age. I said that at least 10 times. I always ask you that, don't I? Because I don't remember. I don't remember. I'm sorry. I'm bad at that. I'm really bad at it. I know. I know. That's my issue. I'm sorry. Well, to be fair, also, we haven't hung out for at least, like, fucking 5 years. I haven't even seen you in years, dude. You know? Oh, shit. I'm sorry. I do that to your brother, too. I'm gonna start calling you Greg or some shit. Look, I know your name, bro. I know for a fact what your name is. And your brother. I asked your brother what his age is, too, and I was at the hospital when he was fucking born. You too, I think. And I still don't remember. Okay, I need to go here. I'm bad with names, so, well, you know my name. Don't say it on stream, though, for the love of God. I think it's probably been leaked a couple times already, but if anybody's seen it, I think that, yeah, it's Greg. Yeah, my name's Greg. That's true, my name is Greg. You're right, yes, precisely. No! Bro, you can know my name if you really want to, but I don't know why you'd want to. I think Papaya knows it just because I've sent her videos of my old bands. Yeah, it's Greg, bro. I didn't mean for it to be shown, but Papaya was curious about my old band, so I showed her them, and she might know them just because of that. But she might have closed her eyes while looking at it. I mean, I don't care that much about people knowing my name, but It's the fact that it's gonna dox me inevitably. You know what I mean? Maybe I'm pretending like it's not Greg, so you think it's not Greg. So whenever it is Greg, you know, you like be confused and like you won't know exactly what to believe, right? Or maybe it's something similar to Greg. You know my name. I do not know your name. I do not know your name, Epi. Was I supposed to? I definitely don't. It's not Frank. It's not Frank. I know for a fact it's not Frank. Even if I did see it, if it was like leaked or something, I would have probably ignored it. Like how I'm hoping it would have been for other people. Short for Francis. I don't believe that for a second. You wouldn't just openly say that. That's how I know you're lying. Oh, fuck off. Francis is almost fitting though in a way. And see, now I got you. Oh my god, why is this guy protecting so much? I told you my name. It's why all my characters are called Frank. I think that's just a name that you bring up. I don't, you know what? I don't care either way. If that's true, then that's fair. But even if it was true, I think you might be using it as like, you know, I won't believe you. So you're saying it like a joke to make me not believe that that's your real name. You know what I mean? I think Germa does the same shit. Greg Frank. Yeah. The sorrow of reaching the last course in a meal. The fear of being down to your last Pokemon. Okay, this guy's fat. Okay, that's not even in Mega. Die. Bitch. My name is literally Francis. You know what? That's fine too. I don't ultimately care. Your name is Empy to me. And your name was always... Don't send me your ID. Yeah, send me your ID. Send me your credit card too. I want to see your credit card and then show the back of it too, so I can see the numbers on the back. Then I'll believe you. Gold bottle cap, yes. Oh my god, yes. Gold bottle cap goes hard. I need to use that. Oh, I have to go to... Where the fuck? Oh. You can send me all that too. I swear I'm a good person. Yeah, me and my cousin will share it. Just send it to us. We'll get together. We'll put our heads together and figure out what's going on. And then we'll believe you. I go by Frank because I have two names. The second one is Francis, so I go by Frank. See, that sounds a lot more realistic. So I'm more inclined to believe that, but I don't know. I don't know. Okay. Either way, you know, you do look like a Francis or a Frank perhaps, but look, we're on the internet for a reason. You know? We have pseudonyms for a reason. It's supposed to be nebulous. It's supposed to be like a thing that nobody knows. It's supposed to be elusive, right? I don't reveal my first part of my name because it'd be easy to find. Well, I don't know your last name. I don't know. Well, I guess if you had both first and middle, maybe, but Greg also has two names. Greg Gregory. Yeah, my name is Greg Gregory. Gregerson. Aren't you? No. I don't know what you're about to say, but I don't like the build up. Oh. Oh, but you're my friend. Yeah, shit. Yes, I'm your friend. That has nothing to do with knowing each other's real fucking names. Or else, then we might have had a different understanding of our friendship. That's part of it. Oh, fuck, he's alive? Fuck. I missed. Fuck. Fuck! Oh, I got it. Nice. Oh my god! That was 20,000? Holy shit, I already almost got the next one. That's insane. Oh, well. I'm cowering in fear. Iron Head. Die. I can one-shot everything. That's the main issue with this stupid fucking 1,000 battles bullshit. I can kill everything in one hit. There's no reason to do all this. Oh. Give me the prize medals. Oh, how did he see me? What a fuckhead. Rock blast. Okay, yeah, rock blast actually does suck. Damn it, it seemed good on paper and online for a minute. It seemed good, but I don't know, maybe it's not. Marcus. Yeah. Exactly. Clearly Sebastian. Imagine if my name was Sebastian, that'd be insane. Do I look like a Sebastian to you, MP? You're right. Yeah, I do. Yeah, you're right. You know what? Yeah, you are right. That is my name. I don't like to guess my fucking first name hour. I will say it's been hinted at in the stream before, but if you ever do actually figure it out, MP, I ask that you do not reveal it, please. I would rather that information not be to the public. Even though, like, it could, the thing could easily be fucked over just by, like, if anybody else that knew me in person showed up. That was like, hey, blank. That didn't know to not say my first name, you know? Boom, Steelix, fuck you. Loser, dude, I just got a new vape. The case like... That sounds good as fuck. Why are you vaping? You're too young for that. I don't think I've ever gotten any, like, the newfangled Gen Z vapes. I always just have the old-fashioned ones that used to exist, like, 10 years ago. Bro. I'm just saying. It sounds amazing. I love me some peach cobbler. Don't get me wrong. I just switched from... I know you have. Everybody has your age, but still. It sucks. You know what extra sucks is I smoked cigarettes since I was 16 up until I was like 24 or 23 or something. You know, like you youngsters didn't get the luxury of having to smoke cigarettes first for a while. You know? You should have to graduate to using a vape. You have to smoke cigarettes for 10 years before you can actually hit a vape. Oh shit. Gross. Yeah, exactly. See? That's what I think. I only quit cigarettes because my girlfriend at the time was very adamant about me switching to Jules. And then I did that, and it was right whenever Jules stopped selling the fucking mango pods. So I was like on the tail end of that. So I got like one thing of mango pods, and then after that they never existed again. It was annoying. My nosebleed stopped. It was lasting that entire time? What the fuck, bro? That's crazy. They last that long? That's mental. Get on the other side, fuckhead! Jesus. Boom. Can't believe I have to do 1,000 wins. It's next level ridiculous. I'll use a max potion, fuck it. Oh, I don't know why he's still around, but whatever. I might kill him anyway. Nope, not quite. I once did notice I had one at first. Bro, that sounds like a fucking horror story. I can't imagine waking up and seeing that shit and being like, what the fuck, did I get like murdered last night? Oh, look, my Clefable's almost level 100. But yeah, that would be a fucking nightmare. If I woke up and then blood was just going everywhere, I would think I was like stabbed to death by a fucking murderer or something. And I was like trying to figure out what happened. Oh, come on, you can't see me. Die, bitch. Unsure how I got out of my pillows. You didn't replace the pillows? That sounds like you need a new pillows. The fuck? Alright. Ironhead. Boom. No, I'm poor. Oh yeah. Well, me too. But still, new pillows is one thing. You can just get shitty pillows. Are you guys, I don't want to get too personal, but are you guys still living with your mom? I haven't really talked to you or your brother about that aspect of your lives lately. Hell no, you're not? You already moved out? Oh, and yes. Oh, you are. Okay. Never mind. Cool. Maybe we can, oh, what the fuck? What was that? I need good pillows. Maybe we can see each other on Thanksgiving then. Maybe if my fucking roommate... Let's, never mind. Let's talk about this off stream. I'm getting too close to real life. Oh, I have curse, I think. I think that's what that was. Both be at your mother's. Oh, that's way easier. Have they already planned that shit out? Have our moms already planned that shit out? That's way easier to accomplish than going to your mom's house. Okay, good. Good, that's good to hear. Then I'll probably be there. My issue is that my car has been taken by my dad, so I don't have a vehicle. So I'll have to convince my roommate to take me. Let me check what day. Yeah, I should put that in my fucking calendar. My mom hasn't told me shit about this, by the way. Flying moves. Where is this guy? Oh. Oh, fuck off. I have some stuff I need to get from my parents' house anyway. And also I haven't seen them in like a year. Got some unfinished business. I only need 500 more. Oh, I did not mean to do that. 28. God. Oh, fuck. Oh my god, that's annoying. Okay. I need to add that to my calendar. So on Black Friday. Okay. I'm trying to remember to... I need to talk to my mom about all this, too. I'll ask her, what the hell, you didn't tell me? She probably assumes I'm not going to be there. Because I wasn't the last couple years. That's not my fault, though. Because I haven't had a car. You know? Okay, so I need to go... here again. Yeah, because you don't go anywhere with us. I don't have a fucking car. How am I supposed to? What do you mean? I've been wanting to see you guys. I miss you guys so much. Don't get me wrong. I miss you guys so much. You have no idea. You guys are like my best. Wow. You know how many years that would take? Oh, I'm out of those. I didn't... Oh my god, I had 500 things left. Motherfucker. That's why I was pissed. I have like 5 conversations going on at once. Like 4 of them are in my own head. You know how many years? I think it's been 3. Has it been 3 years since we've seen each other? Or has it been more than that? I think it might have been more than that. Honestly. I don't know. I'm bad at years, especially nowadays. I'm sorry. I know. Trust me. I miss you guys too. I do a lot. I really do. Girl, I don't know. Okay, good. Well, you're the one asking. What the fuck? You're the one saying, you know how many years? Well, me neither. Either way, it's been a fucking long time. So I'd love to see you guys. I miss you. I miss both of you idiots. Now that you're both like 35 years old, like I am. I really have to pee. I gotta pee soon. But I also need to collect all these so I can make some moolah. I feel broke even though I have like $1.5 million Poké dollars. 35 is a crazy number. Hey, it's gonna sneak up on you, bro. I know you don't associate with it now, but it's sneaking up on you. We've been through too many eras together where you being like 6 years younger than me felt smaller than it is now, or larger, depending on what was going on at the time. Okay, I have to piss so bad, bro. Here be. I've been told I can pull off trick-or-treating this year. Do you still look that fucking young? I know it's been years since I've seen you, but Jesus Christ, bro. I know you've always been a tiny little girl, but Jesus, really? You haven't aged since I last saw you? What the fuck, man? You're a goddamn adult woman at this point. What the fuck? I do remember the last time I saw you, you still look very young, but that was many moons ago. Maybe you should go trick-or-treating, fuck it, why not? Your voice still sounds kind of the same. It's a little deeper than it used to be, but it's still pretty fucking high-pitched. Why not? It's free candy, fuck it. Go sneak into a group of some other trick-or-treaters and just fucking get some free candy. I can't eat candy like that anymore. Ah, there it is. There it is. You're old. You're old. You're old. You admitted it. I found this downstairs. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You know it to be true. I found this bottle of Icelandic vodka downstairs that my roommate was drinking last night. We're gonna see if I can handle it. My bag of Rolos have lasted me almost a month now. Now, when you say bag of Rolos, how big is that bag? I have a whole Halloween basket that I got ready to go for October, and I barely put a chunk into it because of that exact reason. Most of the stuff that's left is Haribo stuff because it's all gummy, and I can't really eat a lot of gummy stuff or my teeth will fall out, you know? Whatever, though. Okay, I'm gonna take this shot of vodka and see if I can survive. This is gonna remind me of high school way too much. I'm gonna have flashbacks and fucking go. 6.7 ounces, just a bag of unwrapped Rolos. Do those motherfuckers not like melt together at that point? Okay. Cheers. Okay, the Coke does mostly cover it, but still. That's definitely vodka. No, my room isn't 1,000,000 degrees. Well, I mean, but still, you made them last how long? A month? And they're unwrapped. That just feels like the type of candy that would melt even if it was in like room temperature. I don't know. I haven't had a bag of unwrapped Rolos ever in my life, so maybe you should think about what you're talking about. You know? Also, this sucks. I have to go back. Oh, look, big Bulbasaur. I kind of want big Bulbasaur. I love big Bulbasaur. Look at him. It's cute. Yeah, big Bulbasaur. Oh, fuck. Ready to go. Do I have gaps in here? I don't even know. I don't see him. There he is. I need to have like another box of things that are separate, like this. Because I have regular Bulbasaur for this Mega Form. Here's what I'll do. I'll put him in my box, or in my party, and evolve him. He's level 62 for crying out loud. I'll evolve him. Bulbasaur! I know. Is he still your favorite? He was always your favorite when you were a kid. I've been looking for a shiny one. I've been trying to get a shiny Bulbasaur and basically all the Gen 1 starters shinies I've been trying to get, but mostly Bulbasaur and Squirtle. Your fourth fave? He's your fourth fave Gen 1 starter. That's what people who hate Bulbasaur say. But what are your other ones? I actually don't know. Okay, now we're gonna do that. We're gonna put Venusaurite on him instead. And then switch him. Boom. And then move this guy over here. Boom. At least my fave Gen 1. I know I was being an asshole. Oh shit. Need my Lucario. I've literally, like, Lucario's one of my favorite Pokemon, but I've, like, fallen into accidentally using her just because of getting all the Mega Stones in this game. Like, I was not planning on using Mega Lucario as one of my staples of my party, but nonetheless. Anyway, look at my shinies, though. None of them I have actively searched for. None of them. They just show up, or I cheated to get these, or like, you know, I did the stare thing. Mimikyu. I thought you were talking about starters. Those aren't starters. Oh my god, Reuniclus is your second favorite Pokemon? I feel like we might have mentioned that before, but that's awesome. Reuniclus is one of my favorites too. I love Reuniclus. I love their learn set. They're so fun to use in competitive too. I love them. Their design is great, and I also love to use them competitively, even though they kind of suck. They have like a really unique learn set that's really fun to use. I love a shiny. Me too. Yeah, it's like the weird like purple, like lavender. Yes. Yes. Love him. He's very cute too. Yes. That's why I made it a point to try and figure out how to use him in competitive, just because I loved him so much. And he has a cool learn set. He's got like the acid armor, calm mind plus stored power set. That's like really fun to use. I know you don't really play competitive, but it's definitely a thing, and he's very fun to use. You can use him as like if you like, I've only ever made him work really like a couple times, and I admittedly have to like build the rest of my party around him. But if you set up like light screen and reflect and have like stealth rocks up, and you build it up to just having him show up, it works crazy good. But usually people call it and they're like, oh fuck, I'm not gonna let that happen or else I'm gonna get fucked. But when it does happen, he can completely sweep an entire team, and it's awesome. And it's so satisfying because, again, he is very cute. Piplup, Bulbasaur, Fuecoco. That's a good list. I respect it. I'm surprised there's not a Gen 3 one in there. Oh, fuck, right. I already did it. Now, is that just like their first stage evolutions that you like, or is it their final stages too? Also, where the hell's your brother at? I know he's been playing this game a lot. See it work? I don't know his schedule. I just like that they're cute. I don't blame you for a second. That's why I like most of them. You know, like, he just went to work. Oh, that makes sense. Like Charmander, I fucking love Charmander. Charmander is one of my favorite Pokemon of all time. Whenever I was a kid, Charmeleon was one of my favorites for some reason. I don't know why. I was obsessed with Charmeleon when I was like 8. And then as an adult, Charizard's like my least favorite of the three main like Gen 1 guys. I love Venusaur and Blastoise. I was a big Blastoise guy as a kid too, though. My favorites have always been every single one except for Ivysaur and Wartortle, basically, in Gen 1. And Charizard, kind of. I've never been a big Charizard guy. You know? Even before that was like a take where you're just like, oh, you just hate him because everybody else loves him. No, even as a kid, I was never a big Charizard guy. I loved Venusaur. Venusaur was always my guy as a kid. And Blastoise. Venusaur was when, like, whenever I was like a preteen. Blastoise as a kid, and now I'm like, well, I like them all better than Charizard, honestly. I love Charizard too, though. Don't get me wrong. I love Empoleon. I'm okay with Venusaur. I can't think of Fuecoco's final either. Bro, we're not your brother. He's, you know how he is. I'm autistic about Pokemon, but he is next level autistic about Pokemon. So, Skeledirge. I just remembered it. But, like, the Gen 6 and 7 guys, I can't even remember most of those, like, any of the Pokemon. You know what's funny? I've started to forget the names of Pokemon from the gens that I used to know all of them on. Like Gen 5 and up, like, I don't remember half of them, even though I used to know them all, like, to some degree. Venusaur is a toad. Aw, you don't like Venusaur? Well, whatever. But you said you're okay with it, so that's more than a lot of people would say. They are kind of gross, but that's why I like them, you know? Like, a lot of people talk about certain Pokemon, like, they say something that's bad about them that they don't like. Like, they're gross. And I'm like, yeah, that's why I like them. You know? Like how Mega Starmie is just stupid and lazy and it makes no sense. And I'm like, yeah, that's why he's awesome. That's why I love him. He's a big dumbass starfish. I fucking love it. He's like an alien starfish. He makes no sense. He's stupid. He makes no sense. He's dumb as hell. And people are complaining about it. I'm like, what are you talking about? That's why he's awesome. He just reminds me of those giant screaming frogs. Yeah, I feel that. I love Mega Starmie. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. We're of another generation of Pokemon lovers. We know that when a Pokemon is stupid like that, that actually means he's awesome. I love the way he runs, right? Isn't he awesome? It's so stupid. Of course it is. Like, we're agreeing with the people that hate him, but they hate it instead of loving it. You know what I mean? Like, I've never understood that. You know, then it just comes down to, like, preference, and it's like, whatever. But yeah, he's stupid. His stats are dumb. He's ugly. He's ridiculous. But that's, all of those things are positives for me. They're negatives to a lot of people, though, unfortunately. Had to dip out for a bit, but I might nap with you in the... Oh, yeah, okay. Sweet, yeah. Yeah, we're just yapping about fucking... Mega Starmie. You know what sucks, though, is that I love Mega Starmie, but I haven't really been able to use him in battle because you kind of have to Mega Evolve him to, like, make him make sense. Because... he switches from special attack to physical attack. So, like, all my moves I have on him are special attack moves. I mean, physical attack moves. So he's basically useless unless I Mega Evolve him. So I've, like, not been able to really use him a lot in battle. So this is my team minus that. I would have used him instead of Gyarados. And maybe even Barbaracle, even though I love Mega Barbaracle. He is my boy. But I mean, I usually wouldn't use Gyarados in, like, any game because I've used him in so many other games before. But I got that shiny, like, 30 minutes into my first fucking stream, so I was like, fuck, I gotta use him. And now apparently he's meta too. He reminds me of Patrick, right? Yeah, I know. I was before your brother got to that point, I was sending him pictures of Mega Starmie like with, like, SpongeBob movie Patrick with like the lederhosen, you know, that everybody's sharing around now. I was like, bro, I love this guy. He rules. He's just like Patrick in the SpongeBob movie. You know, I love him. I love him to death. Then again, I'm not easy to please, but I kind of am in a way too. Okay, I'm not going in there again. I need to, I guess, do more fucking battles. Running around this pants, yeah, it is like that too. That's true. Yeah. But you know, Mega Starmie runs really fast, so maybe his like walk cycle kind of looks like that. You know, has like a weird like doot, 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 like weirdness about it. But he's fast as fuck, so he's faster than Patrick with his pants around his ankles. Okay, I need to battle more, I guess. Fuck. See, this is what I'm talking about. It sucks cause look at this. I have to do 400 more battles, 399 more battles to get the shiny charm. That's absurd, bro. Is that not absurd? I played all this game, I've grinded all of them, and I'm still only at 600. That's fucking bonkers, bro. Do you really? Ah, that sucks, man. There were a lot of people that hated Mega Dragonite whenever he was shown off first, and I was like, what? No, he's great. I disagree. It's not an unpopular opinion, by the way. It's actually kind of a popular opinion. Most people tend to hate him. Why do you hate him? His wings are on his head. Cause it's cool. Cause he's not a fairy, but you know, like a fairy-esque. Cause he's a big dumb dragon guy. You know, like, what were you expecting? Were you expecting him to like turn back into Dragonair and like look like a beautiful dragon? Dragonite was already a stupid dragon. He was already supposed to be like a stupid looking guy, right? Like that's his whole point. I've dealt with people talking shit on Dragonite's design, regular Dragonite's design, for my entire fucking life. So I know how to defend against this. Just replace his old wings. No, that would be boring. That's not how Megas work. Megas are supposed to add a bunch of stupid, dumb bullshit onto the design to make it like goofy, you know, or more badass, which some people are arguing with. They're like, oh, it should all be like that. It's supposed to add stuff on top of what's already existing, for the most part. For the most part, you know. That's why Mega Starmie works so well. It did that, but in the stupidest way possible. It added length to his legs, and it's like, what? It's fucking ridiculous. But it works because he's so stupid and he looks so goofy, and it's fun and goofy, you know. His design is stupid, and there's no argument yet. Okay, well, I don't want to argue with you. I'm just saying, but keep in mind what you just said. His design is stupid. Remember how we just talked about how stupid Mega Starmie is? That's all. I'll leave you with that. Sometimes stupid is good, especially in Pokemon. I've talked about this. No, well, that's personal. You know, that's fine. That's fair. That's fair. It's unfortunate that you think that, but that's fair. But I will say, you know, there's a thing where all Pokemon are either stupid, cute, or badass. Right? Those are like the three camps that any given Pokemon falls under, right? Every single generation has a bunch of cute guys, it has a bunch of stupid guys, and it has a bunch of badass guys. And sometimes there's a crossover. You know, sometimes they're badass and cute. Sometimes they're badass and stupid. Sometimes they're stupid and cute. Right? Like, there's always that crossover. But it's always under those three camps. But I'm glad that you're not just being an annoying bastard like a lot of people are. If you just don't like it, that's fair. You know, I'll respect that opinion any day. But I do think you're wrong, but I'll respect the opinion. Just because I know that Dragonite was always a stupid guy. He's a stupid, cute guy. And he had a little bit of badass in there too, you know? But also, have you seen his shiny? I would love to have his shiny. that honestly makes it up a few points for me too. I won't use him once. I love his OG design. That's so funny. That's so funny. The shiny is great. Love that. Okay, so is it the color scheme? Color scheme then? Yeah, yeah. You know, I've never been a huge fan of the puke green, but it was never one of my like most hated designs either. Like it's better than Garchomp's or, you know, like one of those where it's just like the same shit except uglier. You know what I mean? At least he had like the purple wings and stuff. Like I kind of like that. Like the green plus the purple kind of had a good like combo together. What was with them in puke green? I don't know what the hell. I don't know. Especially since I think they started changing them in like Gen 3, you know? And pink. The pink ones I like. The pretty blues I like. The yellows I like. You know, there's a lot of weird shiny things that they like stuck to a couple times that I actually do like for a lot of Pokemon, but for some it just is like, wow, what the hell were they thinking? You know? And you know, it's always been a thing too where it's like, I understand why Game Freak won't change them because people might, you know, complain. People might whine about like, oh, but that was my favorite color of a Pokemon. That was my favorite color. I had a shiny and now it's gonna suck because you changed the color. But what's the dude's name? He's so unimportant that I can't. What dude? What dude are you talking about? But also, I was gonna say, but the point is, they changed Slowpoke's shiny in this game. Oh, Dodrio? Dodrio. Dodrio, you know I love Dodrio. That's my boy from Gen 1. He's one of my favorite Gen 1 guys. Yes. What about him? What do you mean he's so important? Don't give me that. He's very important. He's like one of 3 birds of, other than the legendaries in Gen 1. What about him? I'm just running around until the time runs out, I guess, at this point. I was shiny hunting on Violet, saw that puke green motherfucker. Yeah, see, but you know what? That's a way uglier puke green than Dragonite's, I think. Dragonite's like a dark, deep green. Dodrio's like actually a puke green. Like that's way more of a puke green than Dragonite, right? Like you can at least agree with that. I hope. Because that one's ugly. I agree with that 100%. I think Dragonite's is a little ugly too, but like almost in a way that I kind of like. I just eat this shit up. You know, I see a shiny in one of my favorites like Dragonite and I'm like, you know what? Maybe it does have something going for it. Just because I love Dragonite so much. But I would way rather have the shiny of Mega Dragonite. It looks so much better. The beautiful deep blue looks very good. Very good. But I've also had, you know, it's kind of weird whenever a shiny Pokemon turns into a completely different looking, like color-wise, Mega. I guess that's how all of them are, though. Or not all of them, but a lot of them. I remember how Mega Garchomp used to turn, like, hot pink. But I was like, you know what? That's good. Because regular shiny Garchomp looks like shit. It's just a regular one, except duller for some reason. But anyway, I was saying earlier is that Mega Slowpoke is actually, like, purple now. And, like, the Gen 2 shiny, which is crazy because, you know, that's the first gen with shinies. but it used to be just like worse pink, and now it's like better purple, which is really cool. I wish they just do that across the board. I told myself I need to do stuff today, but I don't want to get it. Oh no, you should do this. You should do stuff. I don't want to hold you back. I love Slowpoke. Oh, me too. Love me some Slowpoke. I want to get a shiny Slowpoke. He's one of the easier ones to do like the refresh method of shinies. So if you ever get to that point, you can do that. My bed is so warm and my room is so cold. That's life, right? What do you need to do? What stuff do you need to do? How important is it? Just do it anyway. Come on, you need to do it. It's like 8 o'clock in the morning. At least give it an hour, maybe. Or don't. Just do it now. Have a heated blanket? Yeah. I do too. I think we've been like that's been carried down from our mothers. They love heated blankets. I don't know if that's my voice cracked. I don't know if that's where you got that from, but my mother loves heated blankets, and she's always giving me one and be like, here's how you get better. Here's how you stop being sick. Here's how you survive through the winter. And I'm like, okay. that might be an our mother's thing. But whenever I lived in the last place I lived, my room like wouldn't get the air conditioning, and that included the heater, right? So I used to have to just sit in my chair and have like 3 layers of blankets, and then like that on top of the heated blanket, like around my feet. My feet would like freeze off almost. And I would just sit there and like 10 layers of blankets just sitting there like, please, fucking heal me. You clean out my car, clean my room and bathroom, as well as, oh, you got a lot of shit to do. Well, at least it's not work. I mean, you should still do it, but, you know. I love the cold. Oh, you need to make up your mind, because you're giving dueling narratives at this point. Talking about how you love the warm and how, bro, I literally can't physically handle the hot. I don't know if maybe that's a thing that we have across the board too, but I physically can't. I get like itchy anytime I start to sweat. Like I get itchy and it like drives me insane. I fucking hate it. I get snippy. I get more than snippy. I get like murderous. I fucking hate it. It like makes me itchy all over, and like I like go insane. My anger, yeah. Me too. See, this is why it makes me think it might be a genetic thing. Yeah. But you're talking about how you're like, oh, I love the warm. But I'm being an asshole. I know it's like warmth and heat is very different, right? Warmth and heat are very, very different things. Heat drives me fucking bananas. That's why I'm soon to move to a place where there's not as much of that. People talk to me like, rah, no, fuck off. Yep. Me too, girl. Me fucking too. I know. I always forget Mega Houndoom exists. Then I just kill him in one hit. Wait, I do have maximum. What the fuck? I thought I didn't. What the fuck? My BF wants to go to Wyoming. I mean, that's an interesting place. I mean, right? Anywhere but here, I get that. But Wyoming is so specific. Wyoming is like the most nobody lives there place in fucking the entire, yeah. I mean, it's very random, but it's also like the most like nobody lives there state of ever. Maybe that's his thing. Is that his thing? He just wants to live where nobody else lives, or is it just the weather? Because at that point, just live in Montana or something, or Minnesota. You know, those are similarly cold and mountainous. You know? But I get it. I get it. Fuck if I know. Well, you should probably look into that before you up and move somewhere. That's all I'm saying. Alright, we're fighting this fuckhead. Look at my little fucking Excadrill. Isn't he cute? Isn't she cute? I've made it to where like almost all of my Pokemon are alphas, except for my Excadrill, because I love how small Excadrill is. Isn't he cute? Like, look at it, it's just a little guy. But she's like extremely powerful. She has like one of the most highest attack. Mega Excadrill has like 165 attack. It's ridiculous. But she's this little cute little fucking dope. You know, I love it. He doesn't tell me shit. I learned he wanted to go bro. Okay, well, we might need to talk about this in another medium, but from his brother's girlfriend. Well, make sure you figure that shit out before. Make sure you look into this before you do that. That's all I'm saying. He should be telling you shit. Is all I'm saying. It's Canary. I fucking love Canary. I asked him about it. He said, "Oh yeah." Hey, I don't want to get in the way of anybody's relationship or anything, but you know, communication is key. Is all I'll say. Right? And the fact that you're doing like a mid like face is alarming. Whatever. I don't want to be like a fucking relationship counselor. I don't know how your relationship is. Anyway, have you gotten to Canary yet? She's one of my favorite characters. She's great. I love her. Ooh, she like messes with her fake eyelashes and then like does some weird poses and stuff. Look at her. She's great. I love her. That's great. He wouldn't just not tell me. Okay, good. Then we're good. That's all I wanted to make sure of. I gotta win the infinite ZA Real so Dynamo can start hosting our video game tourneys. Also, she's a streamer, so I have to love her. But look at her poses. I love her poses. All the facial animations and like the character animations are so fucking good in this game. They are next level good. Also, she has one of the best songs. You hear the song? It's so good. But it's funny because this is like almost 2 games in a row where it's an electric type streamer girl. You know, Iono. I think that was in Scarlet Violet. I don't remember. But yes, I love Canary. She's great. I'm about to destroy her whole team though, is the thing. My Paprika is about to demolish her. I like how she pulls down her mask to be like, oh, get out of the stealth rock. Oh, protect. Oh shit, flamethrower. Uh-oh. Good thing I have HP EVs. Nope. Die. Yeah, what is that? What is that? Is that a kiwi? Is that a kiwi bird? Is that what that is? Oh, Electros. This is their mega. Yep. From Dynamo to Dynamo, me and Electros are charged and raring to go. Look at her. I love her little face. She has like a little. I love these characters. They're so good. They're crows. Well, they look so fat and round, you know? Look at this. Oh, boom. They look so round and like gray instead of black. I lost? Dang. And I love how she has like a thing across her chest that's like, it's like a lightning bolt. She's one of my favorite character designs I've ever seen in Pokemon, honestly. I love Canary. And not even because she's hot or anything like the other characters, like Emma. It's just because she's cool. She's really well designed. She looks cool as hell. And she's like a streamer character, but she's not like especially annoying. She's like building on a funny thing. And even she's like tired of the streamer culture bullshit. She makes her, well, never mind. I might spoil. Never mind. I won't bring that up. I was about to spoil shit. The spinning fish. Oh, I know the spinning fish. I know that one. He's poofy. He is very poofy, yes. Is that from a different streamer or something? Like a specific streamer? Or is that like default stuff? I don't even know. I'm so out of touch with Twitch stuff. Okay, I think we have like 10. I think I need to do 15 battles. 15 things. It is. I don't even remember what I said. It is what? Oh, look at that Venusaur. Look at that guy. Oh my god. Oh, I wanted to hit from a streamer. Okay. I mean, I figured it was. That Venusaur like fucking menacing though. Ah. I have learned some disturbing things about Machamp that are scary to me. That I, you know, like maybe in my heart, in my deepest, darkest thoughts, maybe that would be a thing, but apparently no. It's apparently a thing that is a real thing. Yep, it's exactly what you think. I've seen it on Twitter. Since this game came out, I have seen that. And I'm like, bro, it's Machamp. What do you mean? What do you mean? Unfortunately, it is a very real thing. And it's all Japanese accounts. It's all like it's like, okay, you really want me to put it in so many words? It's like fetish Japanese accounts that are dedicated only to Machamp. It's like you'll see art of like a Machamp with all four of his arms, like looking buff and handsome, like grabbing a woman, and he's like, hell yeah, she's my girl, and the girl's like, he loves me, you know what I mean? Like that kind of thing. That's what I mean. It's weird, bro. And then I see people talking about like, they're like, does anybody like Machamp only for the non-fetish shit? And I'm like, what are you talking about? Yes, I've always loved Machamp, and it was never for any sort of fetish shit. Machamp was always one of my boys. He was one of my boys in Gen 1. I never thought of him in that way. I certainly never thought of Machamp in that way. That is not my Machamp. My Machamp loves to fucking lift weights and hang out and use Earthquake on people. You know, like that's my Machamp. That has nothing to do with me. I don't know what the hell these guys are talking about. You know what I mean? Like that is not my thing at all. But yeah, there's and I've seen them. I've looked at the accounts and I'm like, what the fuck? And you'll see it's like Japanese translated. And it's like, oh, Machamp is misunderstood, and he's like, he's actually a big sexy beast. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? What the fuck is going on in this dimension that I've stumbled into? Have you seen the creepy trainers? Yes, there's a lot of them. Yes, but see that's a different. Oh, what? I never seen that before. That guy was running around. Did you see that? And of course he has a Vaporeon. Did you see that? He was like running to me. What the fuck? I've never seen that before. But yes, but the creepy trainers are a different type of creepy. Well, there's a couple that are kind of weird. They're kind of iffy, but right? You saw it, right? Why he was like chasing after me, right? That motherfucker just like rolled up on my fucking block. What the fuck is going on there? I'm glad you saw that. I thought I was going insane for a minute. That motherfucker like chased after me. Look, he's just sitting there in the middle of a place. I've never seen that before. Usually they're just sort of standing around. That motherfucker chased me down for some reason. What was that? Boom. I didn't know they don't. You know the thing? They don't. That's the only time I've ever seen that before. That was weird. In fact, I don't know how to write it down. Whatever. Either way, look at him. He's like in the middle of the... They don't do that. Why did he do that? What? Like that's almost scary. That like freaked me out. I thought it was like a horror game or something for a second. Oh shit. Damn, I'm hungry. Go eat, girl. What are you talking about? Don't dick around. Bro's working out, running up the stairs. That must be it, right? Like he was, maybe he's a character that like goes up and down the stairs or something, right? Like that's the only thing that makes sense. The fact that it looked like he was just running full blast to me in particular, and that like looks like some fucked up shit. I was like, whoa, holy shit, this guy's a freak. But I think it must have been something like that, right? He was just working out, just like doing like stair laps or something. Like that's the only thing that makes sense. It was freaky though. I was like, what the fuck? That freaked me the hell out. I'm not gonna lie. I was like legitimately a little scared. Hey, get over here. Yep, that's exactly what it felt like. That is exactly what it felt like. No exaggeration. Oh, no. Oh, fuck. Aimed at the wrong thing. But see, like, I'm supposed to do 1,000 battles, and these are just like mindless battles. I'm just doing mindless battles. What? But 1,000 of them is insane. You know, I did like 1,000 in the main game, but yeah. You're gonna have to fight. Fuck Stealth Rock. I like how Stealth Rock and other I like how they're like weirdly like you can't tell what's going on with them. I guess is that how Stealth Rock was always supposed to look? At just like spiky rocks that you can not see sometimes. That's pretty interesting. I like that. I'm not sure how happy I am with the fighting style. You mean like the game, like how the game works in general? I understand that, but I actually like it a lot. I think it's cool, but it's like I just wish they like combine this with the fun of catching Pokemon in Legends Arceus, you know, because Legends Arceus was my favorite. It's still my favorite Pokemon game of all time. It's so fun. I love just running around, tossing balls, catching Pokemon, and like battling is barely a thing, right? If they combine this type of battling with Legends Arceus catching Pokemon, it'd be the best goddamn Pokemon game of all time. It'd be easily the best. But you know, we're not at that point. People are loving this game, and I'm glad. I'm glad that people are loving this game. But it's and I do like this game a lot too myself. But it's not the same type of thing that I'm usually especially in love with. Which is funny because I know I'm the minority here because what I loved about Legends Arceus is that battling was not like part of the main game, right? Like battling was barely a thing in Legends Arceus, and I think that's why people didn't like it as much. Is that it was like not a battling game, it was a catching game. But I loved it. And that's me coming from somebody who loves battling, who loves competitive battling and all that bullshit. I love that stuff. Here we go. But yeah, you don't like the battling. I think it's fun. I think it's great. Because you know, like Legends games are supposed to be like new, unique stuff, right? Like, and I like that a lot. Oh, I forgot Mega Pidgeot existed. I love how Pidgeotto, Pidgeot, and Mega Pidgeot all look almost exactly the same. All Mega Pidgeot has is like some slightly more flowing headdress and like some blue on their wings. My brain isn't working. Can't think of anything. Where you're the Pokemon. You mean Mystery Dungeon? Do you mean Mystery Dungeon? Pokemon Mystery Dungeon? Oh. Yes. Yes. Is that would make sense that that's your favorite. That sounds like more your speed. Ooh, I want a new in-depth open world of that. Me too. I think they should do more. They're not my favorite games, obviously, because they're a very different thing. But I would love more Mystery Dungeon type games for sure. Those are definitely like a big thing too. Like that's like one of the most popular. That's probably the most popular spin-off of Pokemon games. Well, it being the animal rather than a person, right? That's funny. Yeah, no. Okay. Also, do you remember the? Let me ask you this, Insomnicat. Do you remember the first time you ever played one of those games? I probably brought this up before too, but do you remember the first time you played one of those games? Because I do. I do. I remember it. Let's see if you remember it. I love simulation guy. Yeah, exactly. Do you remember the very first time you played one of those games? This is what I'm asking now. I'm putting you on the spot. I don't think so. I remember playing Turok and being a boss. No. Listen to this. We were at the lake. And I let you play that game. I let you play Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. It was whichever one was the DS version. And I let you play it. And you deleted my file. First thing. You deleted my save file. First fucking thing, bro. You were like the stereotypical deleting the save file thing. I remember letting you use my DS Lite for why do I always do? I don't know. You were a little bitch, bro. I'm telling you, you were a mean little bitch. Remember when you used to like growl at everybody? Do you remember that? I don't know how much you remember how mean you were. You were a little mean heifer. I swear to God, you were mean as hell. You used to be like, you used to go to like everybody who would talk to you when you were like 8. You know? You were a fucking mean little bitch. It's very funny. It's very funny now in retrospect. But not only mean in that way, but I swear to God you did it on purpose. I remember telling you. I mean, you must have been like 9 years old or like 10 years old or something. You were still, you know, too young to really realize the thing about deleting a save file. But I vividly remember specifically telling you, I was like, hey, cuz, like, you can play my DS, but do not hit this button combo, which was like the delete the save file button combo. And that in your head, that meant I have to do that. And that was the first thing you fucking did. You fucking deleted the thing like instantly. And I was like, you fucking bitch, I'll kill you. I wanted to wring your fucking neck, bro. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? It's very funny in retrospect, but goddamn, I was so pissed. I remember being furious with you. I wanted to fucking knock you out, bro. I don't think my brain held that sort of information. I was too forced. Yeah, I'm an animal. Yeah, it was that. But I swear to God, I think it was just because it was a thing I recently told you, right? I was like, no matter what you do, don't do this. And in your head, you were like, oh, so I should do this. You know? I think that's what your dumb little brain thought. Because that was the only time that I've actually had to like worry about that. Because with your brother, I said that sort of thing and he took it dead seriously. He was like, oh yeah, okay. You know? But then I did it to you and I was like, please, for the love of God, do not do this. And you instantly did it. It's very funny in retrospect, but I remember being so pissed off at you. I was ready to wring your fucking neck, but you were a goddamn, like, 7-year-old. I was like, you know? Oh, do this? Yeah, exactly. I was the sort of kid to immediately do the, yep. Yes, you were. Bro, I remember my parents and your parents both like joking about how much of a fucking a fucking psycho you were with that kind of shit. You used to love doing shit like that. You used to love pushing everybody's buttons. I didn't want my stream to be a fucking thing where I talk about my relative stuff, but you were like a card. You were a fucking notorious button presser. My dad used to laugh his ass off at how much of a little bastard you were. You know? You'd like hide behind mattresses and be like, rah, rah, and like do like animal noises. And my dad would be like, ha ha, that's funny as hell. My dad fucking loved it. But your parents were like, oh my God, I'm gonna fucking wring your neck. Like I was too. Total opposite of brother. Exactly, yes. Yeah, me and your cousin were I mean, me and your brother, my cousin, we're pretty neutral about that. But you know, honestly, part of that might be because of that, right? Because we did give you, you know, we did leave you out in a lot of ways, right? I mean, hey, you know what? Actually, we didn't. We involved you, but we used to beat your ass all the time and used to whine about it because you were left out because of that, right? I'll never forget about that. You know, we used to beat your ass in GoldenEye and Smash Bros and all that shit, and you used to fucking scream and cry and bite us and stuff. When we were like, what the fuck? Like what? We're just playing James Bond. You know? Was that win? I'm right here, bro. Hey, I'm calling you out. I'm calling you out. I'm calling you out, bro. Hey, I'll always call you out for the fucking old-timey stuff we used to experience back when I used to babysit you guys. No, but you know, it's fond memories. So I don't feel anything. I don't feel bad about bringing it up. Oh man, where's my blank? Oh my god. I need to gather all these things too. No, when we were kids and you and my brother would pretend. I did not do that, bro. I think that is you are misremembering things. We did not do that. We involved you in everything, bro. But you used to get pissed off anytime we did anything. You had fucking. You're talking about you having. You're talking about you having anger management problems now. You definitely had them when you were a fucking 8-year-old. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, bro. You're misremembering. I would talk and your brother would go, and you and brother would go, okay, maybe we joked like that. I don't remember that, but maybe we did joke about it. But that's because you were being a little bitch. You were being like insane. Remember what we were just talking about? You would go bananas. You would go bananas. Like if we beat you in GoldenEye or something, you would like start like swinging your fist like this, like a, you know, and you'd fucking roar like a goddamn, like a lion. You'd be like, you know, a little ball of red. Okay, well, I didn't want to bring up exactly what we're talking about, but maybe we did that so you'd fuck off for a little bit because you were a little extreme sometimes. Don't get me wrong, those are very fond memories. Those are very fond memories of mine. I thought it was very funny and cute. I think your brother was a lot more pissed off about that sort of thing than I was. I was like, oh my god, bro, what the fuck? This bitch is crazy. But you were just a little kid, you know? I thought it was funny and cute, but also sometimes it pissed me the fuck off. Don't get me wrong. He had to live with me. Exactly. That was the main thing. I understand his fury with putting up with it on a daily basis. I only had to put up with you guys like whenever I babysat you guys, which is a very small portion of. Oh my god, another purple! I'm sorry, I only have like 9 of these left. It's like anytime I see one of these, it's like, oh my god. But yes, I understand him getting pissed off a lot more. Is what I was saying. But yeah, good times. You know what we should do? Do you have your own Switch? Cause I think it would be really fun if we all like played GoldenEye together online on stream again, because that was like one of our main games back in the day. Remember when you used to play GoldenEye all the time and me and your brother would just kick your complete ass inside out and you would scream and throw a fit? Wouldn't it be fun if we actually just played it again, like in the modern times? Because it's on the Switch thing now. I think it'd be fun if we played it again online. You know? I'm sorry. I went into too much effort complaining about. Babysitting us is a crazy statement. I know, but that was the, I know, babysitting is a weird word. I know, but that was like what your mom called it. So I don't want to hear it. I was supposed to go to you guys' house after we got off the bus from school to babysit, quote unquote. It's not, well, most babysitters are much older than the kids anyway, you know? It was whenever your brother was only like 10 and I was like 13. You know what I mean? I remember getting so pissed, though I'm not very good at shooters and stuff. Oh, are you gonna get pissed again if we do that? The most shooter I get is, bro, I'm not good at those either. It was never about how good we were at the game. It was that you would come at us with like all this vitriol and like, I'm gonna fucking kill you, and then we just instantly kill you, and you get so pissed because we, you know, like instantly killed you. You had like passion behind it. You know what I mean? War Thunder. I like dog fighting, though I still suck at it. Yeah, no, I don't think it was anything like that. I think your brother, I am bad at first-person shooters and all that stuff too. Don't get me wrong. I don't think it has anything to do with ability. You know. In fact, if we were actually to do it again, your brother would kick my fucking ass too. He would destroy me. It would be you and me against him, more like, than how it was. It kind of ended up me and him against you back in the day. But still, we weren't ever like actually trying to team up against you. It's just you were an easy target. You know, we weren't actually trying to gang up on you or anything. It's just that you were a dumb little kid that tried to attack us, so we'd kill you and to like resist it. Though, mind you, I was like 6 when we played. Right, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. Yes, I think your brother had a lot more of an actual vendetta against you. I do think that was a thing. It was not me as much. I would kill you if you came up to me. It just ended up being me and him teaming up, sort of on accident. Y'all would team up and no, we would not team up. No, we would set traps, but remember we used to play fucking proximity mines and shit, where that was the whole point of the game, right? Remember? At least in GoldenEye and not Perfect Dark. In Perfect Dark, it was a little harder to do that. I don't know if you remember us playing Perfect Dark too, but we did not team up, I swear. It's just that me and your brother knew all the spots, so we would just set up proximity mines and just let you do your thing, and you would just like rage and just be like, ah, I gotta find you fuckers, and just run full blast directly into the proximity mines. You know? Also, by the way, I didn't mean for this to turn into a fucking remembrance hour, but you keep reminding me of all this stuff, and I'm like, you know what? That was very funny. I remember hiding my character to try and camp, but you know, yep. Bro, I remember putting a fucking like a cloth over the middle of the screen just to make your brother not screen camp me. And that was when you weren't involved. So trust me, it wasn't just against you. It was against both of you fuckers. I wanted to be the master. I remember doing that against him too. I was like, you motherfucker, you're just looking at my screen. That was like the birth of him being better at every game than me, like he is now. You know? Since then, since like GoldenEye and Perfect Dark, he's been better than me at like every game we've ever played, and I've been like, you motherfucker. So I have to like cheat or like otherwise like put up a fucking blanket over the screen so I can make sure he's not screen peeking. So in a way, I get it. Dude, he has anger issues. Bro, listen to this. The only yeah, I hear him. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. The last time, the last place I lived, we must have been 4 years ago. I was playing Smash Bros with him. I think it was the first time he came over to city I lived in to hang out with me, and he stayed there for the night. And we were playing Smash Ultimate, and I beat his ass. I was like, hey, I was basically proving to him that I'd gotten a lot better at Smash Bros since the last time he'd played, and I am still. I could still beat his ass, but I beat his ass like 5 times in a row, and that motherfucker, which if anybody is listening that doesn't know our sizes, this guy who used to be my little cousin is now like 4 inches taller than me, and he's like a giant, and he has like 100 pounds on me. He's a giant dude now. But the motherfucker, I beat his ass, and he reached his hand up, and he went, and he just bashed his hand into my fucking leg. And I was like, oh fuck. He like completely deadened my leg. I was like, oh fuck, dude, what the hell? Oh god. I was like, oh Jesus Christ. I had to like massage my leg to like put my feeling back into it. I was like, oh my god, he's gotten so much stronger. He's gotten too strong. I beat his ass so bad that he like destroyed my, like deadened it. He doesn't know how strong. He really doesn't, honestly. I mean, the last time I talked to him, it's been like 4 years, but still, Jesus Christ. I was like, holy shit, bro. I might have done more negative than positive by like being the bigger kid, you know. I might have like imprinted some bad things onto his like brain, because I was bigger than you guys forever. And then as soon as we graduated high school, he grew like 3 inches taller than me and 100 pounds bigger than me. I was like, okay, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. You know, I like cower in fear at the sight of him. He somehow turned into our grandpa, which I don't understand that. I got a lot more of my dad's side, and he got a lot more of his mom's side, and somehow you ended up the tiniest one of all. What the hell happened there? He's like a giant dude, and you're like a tiny girl. I don't understand it. What the hell happened? I remember when you body slammed him into the rocks. Did I really? I do not remember that. That's so funny. I do not remember that. But see, back then, he was just fat. He wasn't like a giant, like large guy, you know? He was just sort of like a fat kid. So it wasn't as big of a deal. I do not remember suplexing him. What the fuck? That's funny. I definitely don't remember that. I have to piss. Oh, BRB. Either stick around or go to sleep because you need to do stuff. But I'll. Brother got grandpa's build. I got grandma's. That's exactly what I mean, bro. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that so wild? Like I don't remember how old you were when Papa passed, but you remember how much of a giant fucking unit that guy was, right? Like, you know, he was a giant guy, and your brother's giant, and then you ended up like grandma, and she's a tiny little fucking woman. I was like, what? How the fuck did that happen? And I didn't get any of those genes. I'm like in the middle. I just only got my dad's genes instead of my mom's. You know? I was like, what the fuck, man? I wanted to be a giant like Papa. You know? Anyway, I gotta pee. I love talking about this though, so stick around if you want to, but BRB. She's like 5 foot even, needed to put pillows on her season truck. Yep. I know. Don't get me, I know. Yep. Don't I know it? And somehow your brother is the only one who ended up with Papa's genes. I know you've seen the pictures. Your brother looks exactly like him. And none of us look as much like him as he does. It somehow just ended up perfectly going to him. I look like my dad more than anything. Grandpa was like 8 feet. I know, bro. I mean, he might be exaggerating a little bit, but he was a large man. I know, over exaggerating, but still, yeah. I mean, you were a little baby, but even to us, he looked like that. One of my favorite things, I always bring this up, and I always bring it up on stream too, because it's one of my favorite things, is how Papa was like a master of Mario games, you know? And I know I've probably talked to you about that a million times too, but he's like a giant of a man that was also like a master of Mario Brothers, you know? And I've always been so proud of him for that. Like that's like where I learned to play video games, is from him being really good at Mario. He'd be like, hey, check this out. And he'd just like destroy Mario the Lost Levels on the Super Nintendo. And I'd be like, what the fuck? Before I even had any game consoles, when I was like 5, you know? Shoe size 16, it must have been, right? Bro is huge. Bro is fucking huge. I always wonder about that too, like how much of that is my like mind being like, oh, I was a kid, I don't know how big he actually was, but bro is huge. I remember his hands being like this big, you know? Like him and my dad are two of my biggest inspirations, and I remember him like dwarfing my dad in a lot of ways, because my dad has big hands. My dad's like a large-ish guy. Your dad too, honestly, but compared to Papa, he was like a dwarf, you know? At least that's what it felt like. Maybe we were just like talking him up because he's our dead grandpa, but I don't know. That's what I got the vibe. So I remember that. I really only remember him being giant and then he could rattle his teeth. Yes. Oh, yeah. You really don't. That sucks. You were definitely too young to remember the Super Nintendo days. But listen to this. The first video games I ever played in my life. Short end of the stick, but tisk. Is it like the stick is doing the but tisk? I don't know. But anyway, listen. His Super Nintendo that he had that I only ever played whenever I went. Oh, because you're short. Oh, well, yeah, that's a lot more simple. Yeah, true. Yeah, you definitely got the short end of the stick, literally, and because of that. But his Super Nintendo that he used to have, I guess this is before you or your brother, really, was my sister's that she got like when it came out, you know, like the Super Nintendo came out like 1992, and then she, like, I don't know, for whatever reason gave it to Grandma and Papa, and then Papa became a fucking complete master of all the Super Mario Bros. Games. He became a master of Mario 1, Mario Lost Levels, Mario 2, Mario 3, and Mario World. And then whenever I got old enough, before I ever got any game consoles, I would always go to Grandma and Papa's house, and they'd have the Super Nintendo, and Papa would just be sitting there with like his head dangling over the couch, just be like, yeah, check this out. And he'd just like destroy every Super Mario Brothers level, and I'd be like, what the fuck is this? And we'd play Street Fighter 2, and he'd kick my ass. I was like, what the fuck is going on here? My grandpa is the video game master, you know? That's definitely something you do, right? I know. So I will always remember our Papa as a video game goddamn savant, because that was what I knew him as, you know? He knew all the secrets in every single Mario game too. Like everything that I know about Mario Bros games, other than what I've learned in the past like maybe 15 years, was because he would be like, hey, check this out. And he'd show me like some wacky shit. I'd be like, what the whoa, what the fuck? You know? I have a lot of fond memories with Papa. With Papa. I know, and my sister, she was even closer to him, so I think a lot of it comes from that too, you know? But anyway, anytime I get to talk about Papa, I like to do it because he was my boy. Bro is 80 and is like, I'll kick your ass in Mario. Exactly. That's what I mean. That's what I mean, bro. He was so cool. He was so cool. I hope you realize how badass he actually was. And remember how goofy he was? He was such a fucking goofball too. He'd just be like, hey, check this out. And just like laugh in your face and then like give you a stuffed animal. You know? He was awesome. I fucking love that guy. He's one of my heroes. I will always, anytime I get to talk about him, I would love to talk about him because he is one of my favorite people of all time. Of all time. That's what you remember. That's so funny too. Cause yeah, I guess at that point he was already like dying of cancer, but even then he was doing the exact same shit, you know? Like he was dying of cancer and still had a full head of hair and was like, hey, check this out. The same exact way, you know? Oh, definitely. I remember him asking to rattle his teeth. I remember you being obsessed with that too. You keep bringing that up. That's not a thing I really remember from him, honestly, but I remember you being obsessed with it because I don't know why, but it was one of his like goofy little things he did, right? He would just do that sometimes. Like he'd pull his dentures and be like, you know, and it was dumbfounded because he convinced me that they were his real teeth. Yeah, exactly. That's so funny. That's so awesome. I'm so glad that I thought they were his real teeth. Right, exactly. I'm so happy to hear that you have fond memories of him back then too, though. You know, that's so fucking stupid. That's so funny. He is missed, he is remembered, you know? And that's all that anybody wants, I guess, huh? You know, I was kind of too young to really gather the gravity of you know, my grandpa. I mean, I don't have any grandparents left, but he was like my first grandparent that I lost when I was like probably 13 or something. But I still have such fond memories of him that I'm like, I will always remember that guy. He was a fucking character, you know? He deserves to be remembered by his offspring, right? I will always remember that guy. He is one of my favorite people ever. I also remember that grandma was convinced she could ride a bike. Oh no. I do remember that too, kind of. Oh my god. I vaguely remember that. What the fuck? I vaguely remember. Is that when? Oh my god. I think that might have been a time when you and your mom like went and stayed with her for like a week afterwards. Is that a thing? I don't know if that's the same thing that I'm remembering, but that is insane. That's so funny. She was a fucking dope. She was exactly like our moms, right? She's just a dumb girl. Our mothers were like, no, don't. She was like, I'm gonna do it. It was at a reunion. Okay, that makes sense. Maybe that's why I remember everybody being around. Bro, our moms are something else, aren't they? They're something else, if nothing else. There's something else, if nothing else. They're a bunch of dumb idiots. Honestly. I love them to death, but they're a bunch of dopes. And their mom was the exact same way. Bitch was 70-something years old trying to ride a bike. It's like, and also remember that her riding a bike was because she had a gigantic man with her. I'm not, you know, gonna, you know, disregard the fact that women can ride a bike too or whatever, but they used to ride across country on her giant bike, but it's because she had a giant man with her, right? I mean, Papa was huge. There's something else. Just a great mix between Grandpa, the goof, and Grandma, the slightly more logical goof. Yep. They certainly are. It's silly, isn't it? And now we're the next gen, and we know that both of our moms are the biggest idiots on planet Earth, but, you know, also we love them. I didn't know. I don't know how weird it is to have a stream where I just talk about like actual family, but without, you know, using words. But I've definitely felt that. Bro, oh my god. Do you remember the last time we went, or the last time I remember, whenever we were going to you guys' house for Thanksgiving, and we went into the wrong house because like all the houses on like every other street look the same, and we like walked into the house of the next street over, and it looked like the exact same house. Do you remember that? That shit was so fucking funny. Wait, do you really still talk about that? That's so funny. Yes, I remember that vividly, bro. My dad walked in. He had like a big like casserole. He's like, "Hey, what's up? Hey, time for Thanksgiving." And then everybody's like, "What the hell?" It's just a bunch of people. They had like deer in headlights. They're like, "What the fuck?" And my dad was like, what's going? Oh, okay. Oh, sorry. We went in the wrong house." And he just turned around and walked out. That shit was so funny. It was so funny, bro. Imagine being there. Imagine being there. I was dying laughing. Also, he was stoned. He was completely stoned. He can't get stoned anymore because he's had like some lung issues, but he was fucking blasted. And that's why he was like I remember that. That's so fun, bro. Oh my god. I'm glad we're having Thanksgiving at my house so we can actually all get together and yap about this shit again. I'm gonna bring this up again, by the way. You know? So pretend like you haven't heard it since then. Like whenever we have Thanksgiving. Because my dad will probably cackle his head off. He'll probably die laughing. You know how he is. He's a fucking goofball. I'm gonna make peach. Oh, are you actually making something? Hell yeah. I can't make anything. I'm sorry. I don't cook. I can't cook. I can cook for myself, but. And to think this all started with you saying that you were you had a vape that smelled like peach or tasted like peach cobbler. Is that why? Is that why you got it? I'd love some peach cobbler. I'm also like a lot more of a not picky eater. I'll eat fucking everything. Now. You know? I used to be so fucking picky, but not anymore. I'll eat some green bean casserole. I'll eat some peach cobbler. I mean peach cobbler. That's not that picky, but jambalaya? Jambalaya sounds pretty crazy though. That would go hard at Thanksgiving. We've never had jambalaya at Thanksgiving. We're not from Louisiana, for crying out loud. We're not from Jamaica. We're not black, but I like it. I would love to have it. I would love to have a jambalaya. That'd be awesome. I love jambalaya. So pretty picky, but I broaden my horizons. Yeah. You know, I'm not gonna, you know, make any big broad statements, but since I've been your age, I've broadened my horizons ridiculously. And I know you don't know, but I used to be the picky one. I was extremely picky. But if you're cooking stuff for the for the Thanksgiving, I mean, by all means, you can eat whatever you want. You know. But also, I live like 2 hours away, so I can't really cook even if I wanted to. You know what I mean? Like, I can't very well cook a fucking pie or something. I guess maybe a pie. You know what? I use the worst thing. A pie, actually, I could probably cook and carry it across, but whatever. Okay, I got it. Okay, all right. It was fun talking about shit. It was fun talking about shit. Thanks for hanging out, by the way, Insomnicat. Do you actually have insomnia, or is that just your name? Because that might run in the family too. Anyway, go do the stuff you need to do. Okay. Hopefully we will actually see each other. Yes, I do. Me too, bro. It might run in the family. I'm really bad about it. Okay. We will see each other in person in a month's time. Love you. I love you too. I can't wait to actually see you in person again, for Christ's sakes. All right, go do your shit. Isn't that fucking sexy ass sax, bro? Every time. Ooh. It's that sax, baby. Listen to that solo. It gets me every time. It's a good ass sax solo. The music is never a thing that is bad about Pokemon. I can tell you that much. It is interesting though, because early Pokemon was like this like bizarre, like fucking weird stuff. Like early Pokemon music was fucking weird. It's not it's legitimately like strange music. It's like almost avant-garde, some of the stuff that they play. I'm probably gonna get hate for that if anybody actually hears that and disagrees with me. But a lot of this new stuff it's taken like the motifs of older songs. And it's really good too. It's really good. Listen to this like jazzy thing going on, and it's really good too. But you hear that fucking extremely fucking muted sax. My point is the shit we were talking about earlier. I'll try and get away from that. But yeah, that was me and my cousin talking about stuff. That just reminds me of so much stuff. And it makes me happy too, because I'm excited to see my cousins. You know. Because it's been many years. It's been many years at this point. And my cousins were like my best friends for many years. I mean, I had other best friends, but she fucking jumped on me for saying that I babysat them, but that's basically what I did. I mean, I was older than them, so I hung out with them after school. Oh my god, bro. Do you remember those times? Do you remember this had to be like 2008 or something. Do you remember those times? Like 2008, you go home from school and you just do stuff with your friends. In my case, I was doing stuff with my cousins. We were just hanging out, playing Guitar Hero and stuff. You know? And it's like, yeah. Just think about it. Isn't that depressing? But also like sort of hopeful, or like, you know, nostalgic. Like, yeah, those were good. Those were good times. That's what I'm feeling. But yeah, it's so funny because this entire stream has just been me talking to my she's 6 years younger than me, but we grew up together just the same. She's my cuz as much as anybody else. And now hopefully we're gonna have a fucking Thanksgiving together. I need to fucking message my mom too. What the fuck? My cousin said that we were supposed to do a thing on Black Friday apparently. I didn't know about that. I just heard about that from my cousin. What the fuck? Maybe I should call my mom. I should also call my mom anyway because I miss her and I haven't talked to her in a while. Maybe I should do that. Oh, it's like 9 o'clock in the morning. Should I call my mommy? Maybe I should call my mommy. Isn't that funny? I especially feel that whenever I drink too, which sucks. It's like I've not seen my mom in like a year, but it's like, oh, I've been drinking and I haven't talked to my mommy in a while. Like I needed to call my mommy. You know, like I need to talk to my mommy. The fact that I'm saying mommy in general means that I should absolutely do it, right? Oh my god, White Raven. Yeah. Oh my god, oh, I should absolutely listen to it if White Raven's saying that, because White Raven is basically the mommy of all of this. You're my stream mommy, basically. I'm kidding. I don't want to make that weird. But you know, you're like the mommy of our fucking streams. Should I call my mommy? I should, right? I will do it. They call me mama. You are. I don't want to be too weird about it, but you really are. You're like the stream mama. I hope that's a thing you like and not like a weird thing that creeps you out. I hope that's not a thing. Because honestly, I think it'd be that way too in a way. It's not weird. It's okay. Okay, good. That's good. Because I think it'd be the same way. Also, I haven't been to your streams in a while, but all my kids' friends, yes, oh yes, you were that kind of mama. I knew you were. I remember last time we were talking about stuff like that, and you were talking about how you used to have the fucking Halloween. Used to have like the haunted houses and stuff. I've been on for 5 days. Oh, okay, well that might be why. I've been wanting to watch your streams for a while, but I remember you talking about how you used to have Halloween. You used to have haunted houses and stuff. You know that is just like always stuck with me. That's gonna have a long one tomorrow. What day is it? I don't even know anymore. I've promised. Haunted houses, yes. Oh my god. I wish there were videos of that sort of thing, you know? Friday. Oh, fuck. I told Papaya I'm gonna be there Friday too, but I don't know what time. I'll have to open both of them. You know? I'll be there both. I used to have VHS tapes, but they're... Oh my god, really? I didn't know you had actual tapes. Oh man, that would be awesome. Either way, I love to hear the stories. Whenever we were talking about it before, that is exactly the kind of shit I love. Like that is just... It's just fun. Christmas decor too, yeah. Yeah, that too. See, that's just... Whenever we were talking on your stream, I was like, that's exactly the kind of shit I want to hear too. You know, I think that's very fun. I know you just showed up. I don't know if you were around before, but I was just talking with my cousin. And she's she's like 6 years younger than me, so she has like a little bit of a different experience than me with our grandparents and stuff. But we were talking about my grandpa and how he was like one of the coolest guys ever. You know, he was like he was a master of Mario Brothers, and he was like a biker, and he was like a giant dude. He was like 6'4", and like had giant hands, and him and my grandma used to like just have cross-country motorcycle things before they had our moms, you know, like and I was just the more we talked about it, the more proud I was to have him as a grandfather, you know what I mean? Like I was really proud to have him as a person that I was able to talk about and bring up on something like a stream, you know? I love to talk about him on a stream because he's like one of my heroes. And like in another world he'd be forgotten, kind of, you know what I mean? But I would never let that happen. I would never let that happen because I even though he died when I was like 13 and I never really got to know him, I got to know him enough, you know? The things we do before our kids, stories we can tell. Yes, exactly. And you know, I know you're not that old, White Raven, but you know, the way that I've understood your family so far, I think your kids are going to be the exact same sort of way. They are going to talk about you in a similar way, you know? I don't know all the stories, but I've talked to your daughter before, and I've talked to you, and I've heard the stories, and I imagine that you're gonna have some stories like that too, and you're gonna be talked about for forever too, you know? Always take time to listen to the stories being told. Yes, exactly. That's what I mean. Yes. And I always love that's why I'm gonna definitely, I don't know if I probably already yapped your ear off about you talking about Halloween, because I remember last time we talked about it, I think we did it like twice now, where I've yapped about your cool like fucking haunted houses and stuff, which I love to death. I love that shit. I love to hear about it. Even if I've heard about it, I love to hear about it like on stream and stuff, you know? So if I roll up into your stream and start yapping about shit you've already told me about, I apologize. But I love to hear about it, you know? It's good stories. It's good stories. And I think that's so important, you know? This is what streams should be, I guess, is part of it too, right? All good. Okay. I hope it don't make you feel old or anything either. Because I remember you joked about that last time, but I will tell you again if you wanted it. Yes. See, you know, it's story time. It's story time with Mama. I am old. Oh, I don't want to say that. I don't want to make you feel old though. Even if you're old, I don't want to make you feel old. You know. But that's good. You know, you have a niche, and I love hanging out with you anyway. It's so much fun. It's so much fun. You know, I'll be there. This next week and a couple days, I'm definitely gonna be hanging out with everybody a lot more. So I hope we can. No one makes me feel old. I embrace it. I earned it. Hell yeah. That's such a good mindset. See, that is a very awesome grandma thing to say. I hope you realize. That is an awesome. I would want my grandma to say something like that. I embrace it. I earned it. Meanwhile, the last time me and my cousin was talking about how our grandma fell off a motorcycle because she felt like she could still do it because she used to be like a biker in her day and just fell off and hurt herself. Compare that to her. You know? It's very funny though. I'll definitely have to show up to your streams too. Yeah, we forget it might hurt now. Honestly, you know, I mean, I'm only 30, but I'm getting there, so I understand how that could be forgotten, especially in like a, you know, a time of familial comfort. You know, you're hanging out with your family. You're like, hey, remember I used to ride a motorcycle? Check this out. Oh, fuck! You know? I mean, honestly, that sounds kind of similar to what I've heard from you, too. You used to do, like, tours and stuff, right? That's not that far off from what you've been telling me about how your life used to be, huh? Our minds say we're still in our 20s and our body, yep. I guess that starts around where I'm at, huh? I know I'm only 30, but I guess it starts around there, because I am feeling that a little bit. My shoulder has felt like it's about to fall off for like a couple months now. But yeah. But I remember you talking about how you and your husband had like oh fuck, how the hell do I get up there? How you had your like touring and stuff. Yeah, my son continually said, don't pick that up. Yep. Well, at least you're I guess your kids know what's up. I've been trying to tell that sort of thing to my dad too. He's an old bastard, and I've been trying to tell him not to climb up on machines like he does, because that's his job. I've been like, bro, you gotta stop climbing up on these machines. You are 60 years old. You cannot climb up on a thing like that. If you fall off, you are going to be dead. And he's like, no, come on. I need to do my work. I need to do what the hell is going on. And I'm like, bro, please don't. He still does it. Oh, I might have missed that last time we talked about it. That's awesome. That's so cool. That's such a cool job too, especially since he's like had it kept up for how many decades? I'm going with him in a month. Oh my god, that's so cool. That's so fun. I'm glad you guys still have that going. Now we just break hips. Yeah. Exactly. I mean, but you know, I gotta be extreme with my dad, because I really don't want anything bad to happen to my dad, so I gotta be like, you're gonna die, you fucking idiot. You know, but not as mean. Because